Taking to live pictures now, we've got, of course, China celebrating the 70th anniversary of the founding of the People's Republic of China. These are pictures from the day, in fact. 15,000 military personnel are attending the parade, which officials claim is the largest the country has ever had. You can see Tiananmen Square there in all its glory, and countless people in there for that celebration. The air quality better than normal, but it was noted earlier, not quite that clear blue sky they usually try to attempt for this, getting cars out of the centre of Beijing. The country's military might is certainly on display. New weapons have been unveiled as well. In his address to the gathering, Chinese leader Xi Jinping praised the country's economic progress.
The Chinese have been united as one people, and through hard work and perseverance, we have scored unparalleled achievements.
It's been a defiant parade. More live pictures here as we take in the fervour. This is all in the face of growing global trade tensions, uneasiness in the Pacific as well. We know there's been a lot of commentary even about the Australia-US-China relationship and where this all fits in. President Xi says he's dedicated to keeping China, though, on the path of prosperity.
No force can stop the Chinese people and the Chinese nation forging ahead.
So it does come at a time where certainly China's might economically is unquestioned, militarily it's rising as well. How much nationalism is there amongst the people, and how much of this whole parade is an attempt to try to tap into that? Because that's been a big part of this whole conversation for China. A lot of the world right now upset about their record on human rights, for example, on what's happening in the South China Sea, on aggressive stances with Taiwan as well. Let's just have a listen in to some of the colour of the parade. And Sky's Tom Cheshire filed this report from Tiananmen Square during the ceremony in Beijing to mark 70 years of Communist Party rule.
You're going to have to keep an eye out on what's coming past, because there's just so much military equipment of all sorts. If you take your eye off it for a second, you can't really see what's happening. And the sound of it is incredible. It's such a spectacle. They've got microphones on the side to pick up the stamp of the soldiers, the trundle of the tanks, make sure they reverberate around Tiananmen. But when those tanks go past, when the heavy vehicles pass, you really don't need it. You can barely hear yourself think. It is an awesome display of might. That's what it's intended as. And it's very cutting-edge weaponry, along with all the soldiers we've seen in perfect step. Seen lots of very advanced UAVs, those unmanned aerial vehicles, drones, missiles and missiles launchers. So this is China really showing off that it is a modern army. So a lot of this is about this. This is the 70th anniversary of China. But what Xi Jinping has done since he took power is reform. That's been a big part of his tenure as president of PRC. And this is the fruits of that. But the interesting thing, though, is this is not a parade that many people can go to. We're here, there are a few hand-picked civilians here. Everyone else has to stay at home and watch it on television. Where people can go and have their own sort of fun is in Hong Kong. It's going to be a very different scene in Hong Kong. We've already seen scuffles. They're going to be allowed to do what they want. At the same time, this display of military might here can also be seen as sending a message to Hong Kong. This is what's waiting from mainland China.